Okay, good morning. Good morning. I'm super excited just because I love a new month. I also love the end of the month too, like that rally time. But I love a new month. I love New Year's. I love birthdays, all those kind of starting points where it is like a fresh, clean slate. Ooh, I like your hydrate. I love hydrate too. Okay, so it's a new month and that means that we're going to have to, look at last month and think, okay, what went well, right? Like when you rank up, even ranking up, you can say, okay, what went well? What could I have prepared for maybe differently? You know what I mean? Like look at those things and learn. So today we're going to talk about starting strong by anchoring in belief and not feelings. And you guys, I'm training on this because Friday and Saturday, I did a youth retreat at my church and the teaching was just phenomenal. And I love that my pastor literally talked about how what you feel, what we tell your brain is what you're going to believe, right? And we all know this, and which goes into turn our actions. So what we tell our brain is what we believe, and then our belief leads to our actions. So we're going to go ahead and just dive in there. Hi, Kristen. I never get to see you. So we're going to be talking about this today. So we're not going to be anxious about this month, right? It says we don't need to worry about anything. Tomorrow has enough problems of its own. So today we're going to really focus on what are we going to believe this month? Are we going to believe that we can actually earn Leaders Retreat? Do you know people are going to be earning Leaders Retreat this month? There's people on our team that will be earning it this month. So if they can, good news is so can we. So we're gonna can do we believe we can earn icon? We have people on our team that have earned icon. And you know what that means? That means if they can do it, so can we. Isn't that amazing? Like I get so inspired by people that have success on our team because that means they've shown me it's possible, right? Like let's go back to the race when they didn't know that someone could run a 4-minute mile, right? And then all of a sudden, people started doing it, or one person did it, and then more people were able to do it. So that belief is a real, real thing. So look at the success. Don't compare it in a negative way, like, oh, I stink because I'm not hitting those goals, or I'm not icon, or I'm nowhere near earning a leaders retreat. It's man, that is awesome because I know it's possible. So always, always, always put it through the filter of if they can do it, so can I. Always, always. If someone can be double diamond, if Celeste Gwynn can be double diamond, so can I. If Alita can be diamond emerald, so can I. And that's just reality. So we're going to talk about feelings versus belief because feelings, they're real, right? Like feelings are a real thing, but they're fickle. So they shift with sleep, hormones. Can I get an amen, ladies? Your moods, right? And circumstances. It's feelings are real, but they definitely are fickle. Whereas our beliefs are going to be our anchors. We're going to choose our anchors this month. Drop a one in the comments if you're ready to choose your anchors of belief. This month, we are going to show up in a way that we've never showed up before. Why? Because it's possible, right? Like it's possible to choose our anchors this month. And they're going to be the decisions that we reinforce daily. So even if we don't feel like sending messages, because our beliefs are so strong that we know that what we do daily consistently, whether we feel like it or not, is going to make a difference. So if I'm feeling, right, I'm tired, I don't feel like reaching out today, versus our belief is, and you guys have got to write this down. My business grows when I show up daily, so I choose consistency over comfort. Okay? I'll say that again. My business grows when I show up daily. So I want you to have this in front of your face. So I choose consistency over comfort, right? Because if we're not feeling like doing something, it's uncomfortable, right? Or if we're not wanting to do something, that, scares us a little bit. So your belief must be stronger than your feelings. And that's going to be our focus this month. And I promise you, you will see success in your business. I promise you, you will feel momentum. You will feel that excitement again. So I want to talk about my daughter, Emma. So Emma runs cross country, and she had her first race last Saturday, and she, unfortunately, we couldn't go. And so she was just on there on her own, and she ran her PR, her best personal record. Okay. And I remember times where she would sit there and tell herself, oh, I'm not good at this. Oh, I'm not going to do very good today. Oh, it's hot today. So her feelings were, I'm not ready for this. I'm not going to do good. But there's been a shift. She had some success this last season. And because of that success, it's carried over to this new season. And so I've been telling her, I said, Emma, you're getting stronger every season. I'm like, this is going to be your best season yet. And it's so funny, that feeling, you can just see it in her posture and how she carries herself and how she prepared for her races. So rather than, because 2 seasons ago, you guys, she would have struggles. She would have like panic attacks during her races because she would work herself up to like, I can't do this. You know what I mean? Like she would let her feelings of inept or her lack of confidence take over during her race. And you could see it. Like she would mess up her own breathing. She would have to stop. And it wasn't because she wasn't fit. It wasn't because she wasn't prepared physically, but mentally it just wasn't there. And so already this season, her coming out strong with her PR is unbelievable. And I love it. So her belief changed. So now already you can see the proof is in the pudding, right? Of that belief. So she chose belief over feeling, and the result was breakthrough. So why am I sharing that? I'm sharing that because it literally is the same. It's the same for us. So we don't always see the results that we want. Maybe you're frustrated by your results that happened in August. Maybe you didn't rank up, or you didn't hit icon, or you didn't, whatever goal that you set. But we don't see results because we feel like it every day. We see results because we anchor to our belief and take consistent actions no matter how we feel in the moments. So that's how race day breakthrough happens in business too, right? If you notice, it's like there's the feelings, there's the belief, and there's a consistent action. So this month, you can decide now on September 2nd, how am I going to show up this month? What do I want to look back on and think, okay, this was my belief and my action matched it. Because that's the reality, you guys. There's no reason why all of us on this call can't hit icon this month. No reason. No reason. And you think, well, I don't have anyone to go senior silver. Well, by golly, sign up somebody new then. You know what I'm saying? It's like, make it happen. So we're going to talk about 4 anchors for belief that we need to really, really lock into and focus on this month. So the process. So we know consistent daily action produces results. Consistent. Do you hear that? That's the 3rd time I've talked about it. Consistent daily action. So we have to anchor our belief in the process, right? We hear all the time, trust the process. Well, if I know that consistent daily action is the process that I need to anchor in, then choose that every day. So the products, we all know the products work. Otherwise, we would never be on Power 30 for products that don't work, right? So, and then of course, the opportunity. I can't remember who said it, or maybe it was Marianne Anderson. She said, our best product is this opportunity. You guys have to believe that to the core. And so whether you've just gotten your products paid for, maybe you've got a $20 bonus, but honestly, the opportunity is our best product. The fact that we can work this business anytime we want to, the fact that we can grow while we're doing this, the fact that right now it costs $1 to, get a business started is matched, unreal. So then, of course, you have to believe in yourself so you can grow, learn, and succeed like others before you. Again, if someone has success, that's exciting because that means that we can have that same success. So, those four anchors in belief are the process, the product, the opportunity, and in yourself. And you may be saying, Lisa, I don't really believe in myself right now. And I understand that. For a long time, I didn't believe in myself. But the good news is, you actually can renew that in your mind and you can celebrate the things that you are doing well. And what the training that we do with our minds today and each day this month, I promise you, again, you're going to have to trust the process. It's going to have an effect on the results. It just will. So let's work on these four anchors and not let it be affecting our feelings affect those four anchors. Like we're going to make those our anchors, our foundation of our businesses. Because um, we all know that there's a battle in our mind. Like we always know, like the people that sign up and we're so excited, we're like, oh, they're going to be diamond, right? The best. It's going to be just the best. And then something happens, like one person tells them no, and then they're gone. Just like that. It's amazing. And you know why? It's because it's the battle of the mind. So pat yourself on the back today just because you're literally showing up on Power 30. You have fought the battle of the mind so much that you're like, I'm going to show up today. I'm going to reach out to people. I'm going to have that consistent daily action. And we can win the battle in our minds by taking those feelings, those thoughts that we tell ourselves, taking them captive and renewing the stories we tell ourselves. So, one thing that I've been doing is, and I'm going to do this every day, twice a day, I'm writing my goals in the morning and I'm writing my goals at night because success leaves clues. And Trisha Rieger says, do this. And so I'm like, okay, I will be coachable and I will say, and I'm holding myself accountable to a small group of people and I'm sending that in every single day. I'm writing my goals out, taking a screenshot, sending it to someone. So grab somebody. We're going to renew our thoughts. We're going to safeguard our mindset this month. Negative thoughts are like strongholds. Do you know what the definition of a stronghold is? It's a place where a particular cause or belief is strongly defended. So let's just hone in on the belief is strongly defended. So if I have a stronghold or a belief in my mind that's negative, like I can't hit that goal. I can never goal jewel. Whatever the case may be. Whatever lie you tell yourself, whatever strongholds you've created in your mind, that we will strongly defend it. So like if I didn't hit icon last month. My goal was to hit icon last month. Did I do the things that I needed to hit it? No. No. Like I could tell you right now, I did not take the action that was needed to do it. So I could look back at that and think, okay, so my belief is I wasn't good enough, right? Let's just say that's the case. And that's not the case. But what if it was? So my mind, I'm going to strongly defend that belief, right? That's a stronghold. So one of the things that you need to do is identify what stronghold do you have in your mind about this business, about this opportunity, about the goals, your dreams, your why, all those things? What are you telling yourself? And then you need to renew it. So those negative thoughts are like strongholds. It brings insecurity, distraction, right? Offense and despair. Like if I focus on a stronghold that I have, a lie that I've been telling myself, do you think I'm going to want to show up? Am I going to show up with confidence? Will it affect my posture? Absolutely. So we need to identify those strongholds that we have and then flip it around and take a minute or two this morning and reflect. I remember a time when I had a huge mind shift on one of my strongholds. Like I didn't believe that I was capable of going to the top of the company. And then I went to dual training and I was around all these normal people that have hit the top of the company and seeing the struggles that they still had, right? Because this battle of our mind, it's going to be every day of our life. That's just reality. And seeing them not still struggling, right, with belief, even though they were diving and maybe even training, it's like, if they can do it, I can do it. So that was a shift. So I want you to today look at and see when's a time, what happened where I felt a shift and maybe repeat that, right? And obviously, I'm not going to Jewel training, but I can think about that time, right? Like, think about a time where you knew you had breakthrough and focus on that and think, okay, what's another thought I need to break through? What's another belief that's a stronghold that's holding me back? So when that negative thought pops up, replace it with belief. So if you're telling yourself, I don't have time, which is not true, we make time for whatever we feel like, right? Like when I'm watching the Great British Baking Show, which I love, I'm making time for that. And guess what? That's time I could be messaging people. So I make time for what matters. That's what I need to tell myself. I make time for what matters. So when that feeling of I don't have time comes up, I make time for what matters and have those battles, the way that you're going to battle those thoughts that come up. So I'm not good at this. Maybe you've said that to yourself. You tell yourself, I'm learning and growing daily. I promise you, you have grown since the first day that you signed up for Plexus. I promise you. Drop a one if you know that to be true. If you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm learning and growing daily. Yes, it literally changes everything. And it's going to make you so much more effective in the life that you have on this earth. So let's talk about the practical steps to start the month strong. We're going to write down those 3 negative thoughts. Okay, here's your call to action. You're going to write those 3 negative thoughts, and then you're going to rewrite them into belief statements. So we're going to flip it, right? So it's like one of those, I hate the word trigger, but it's going to be like when the trigger of this thought comes, we're going to automatically just make it, this is going to be how I rewrite it in my beliefs. And then you're going to share one belief statement with someone that's in your life. So you can tell your partner, you can tell your bestie, you can tell a sideline sister, but share one belief statement in your with somebody today. And then we're going to commit to taking small daily action. I'm going to encourage you guys to do something that tracks your action. It's kind of that physical reminder of this is the action I've taken today. Because it's really cool to look back and think, okay, look, this is what I did on September 1st. This is what I did on September 2nd. Have a daily IPA tracker. So whether that's just you write out the names that you reach out to or followed up with, but have something. Oh, Joey, that Power 30 or that Power Hour that she did for Plexus, I did, I printed it out and this is in front of my face. So it's like have something that's going to make it consistent so you don't have to think, oh, what should I do today? It's like, no. Oh, look, I'm going to add 5 new friends, followers. Do you guys know that's I first thing I do, like it's so automatic, I just do it. That's what it needs, that consistency, that's what needs to happen. So this is somewhere, I can't remember. It's been shared. If you don't have it, let me know, but have some kind of daily IPA. It's, tracker. You got to have it. Um, and that way, that consistency will, when you show up consistently, your beliefs are going to change. They just will. And so I can tell you that Emma's race, it really showed me something. So the feelings are so temporary. And one thing that Alita did for me recently was um, we talked about something I could tell myself in the morning. When you are going through a struggle time, there's things that you can tell yourself that could change it. So for me, it was like, I have all the energy I need to show up today for my family, to show up for my business. And it was a phrase that literally has still stuck with me. I have all the energy I need. I have all the energy I need. So find something that's going to be your anchor, that's going to change your trajectory of your feelings to head towards the belief that you need to be feeling. Because honestly, that habit, that consistent mindset training of your mind, it will change everything. And it's going to make it permanent. That's what we want, right? We want permanent, strong beliefs. And that's why we're here, you guys. Just remember, maybe some of you struggled with even showing up for Power 30, or even turning your camera on. Raise your hand if you're like, before I'm like, I can't even turn on my camera to sit here with right? I mean, think about it. Celebrate those wins. We got to remember the victories we've had in this business and go in September like, man, this is going to be our month. This is going to be our month. This is going to be it. This is when I'm going to hit icon if I haven't already. This is when I'm going to, if not earn Leaders Retreat, make a huge chunk into those credits, right? Because belief over feelings equals breakthrough all day long. Belief over feelings. So figure out what your anchors are. Figure out what little trick you're going to do to help you along the way. Because you know what? Next month, when we get on the call in October, I want us to be able to celebrate like we just celebrated with Nicole. You know what I mean? I want us to be celebrating, spending so much time celebrating all the things that we've learned and grew in, and for our teams. And I also, you know what else I want, guys? I want the number on this call to be doubled because we had so many people come on and who have come to sit at our table of strong mindset, strong action, life-changing opportunity for our families. So right now, we're going to get off the call. We got 5 minutes. We're going to get off this call. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to write down the things that we're going to tell ourselves. And then we're going to get into action and we're going to make impact and look back and think, man, look what happened on September 2nd. I got my first sign up. I had some amazing conversation. Do you know already this morning? I have this person who literally could do this business, be a rock star. I had the hardest time getting in touch with her. And while we're on this call, I had already messaged her earlier this morning. She's already messaged me back. So you just like, I could tell myself, well, she doesn't really want to do this. She never responds when I message her. But it's like, well, here I am. I'm just going to believe that she's going to get back to me. So let's kill it this month, you guys. If people on our team can earn icon, so can you. Dee Dee, I'm looking at you. Haldis, I'm looking at you. Jen, Kristen, Nicole, Connie, Panzetta, Dina, Gabrielle, Janie, Alita. I mean, all of us. Mary, I think I got everybody. If they can do it, so can you. And you know the cool thing? When we bring on those senior silvers, we're going to be making an impact in their lives too. So let's go. Ciao.